Tire Mountain, at 4,000 feet, is in the foothills of the Cascade Mountains near Oak Ridge, Oregon. This flattish, short but scenic trail leads to meadows lush with wildflowers in early summer and views east to Diamond Peak. We are not young. We are not in a hurry. We like to study the landscape features and the small details, the flora, the fauna, the long arc of geological history.
We believe, like Aristotle, that in all things of nature there is something of the marvelous. We are Elizabeth and Terry. We are two on a trail. Good morning. We are on the Tire Mountain Trail, which is also the Alpine Trail, just out of West Fir, which is on the Willamette Pass. This is a big bicycling area, and the Alpine Trail is actually a bicycle trail, which follows the Tire Mountain Trail for about a mile, so we don't know exactly who we're going to be sharing the trail with, but I'm sure it'll be fine. There's supposed to be a lot of wildflowers on this trail, and that's why we're here. So I'm ready to go.
Tire Mountain is named for Tire Creek, a small, steep, south-trending flow which empties into the Willamette and crosses an old military road to Oak Ridge, where a broken wagon wheel was abandoned, joining a list of Oregon place names for broken or lost things: Axe Handle Ridge, Gumboot Creek, Mule Shoe Mountain. Since time immemorial, indigenous people have been stewards of the forests, streams, and meadows of the Willamette National Forest. Tire Mountain is in the traditional homeland of the mountain band of Molallans, and many other native people visited this area in the summer to hunt and gather edible plants. In the mid-1800s, these people were forced to cede this land they loved, and many of their descendants are members of the Confederated Tribes of Grand Ronde and Confederated Tribes of Siletz Indians who still live and thrive here.
Keep thinking we'll be overtaken by bicycles traveling fast, because this is not uphill. It's pretty.
Just following this contour.
Quiet. This huge log.
There's some bigger trees. That one right there. Tall and straight.
Oh, it's a lovely path. Nice and soft.
Neither rooty or rocky.
Right. Wow, look at this one. Huge. came down in a giant windstorm.
Yeah, a big one down there too. We're in the other direction.
Down there?
Oh, right down there.
Oh, yeah.
How the mighty fall. Ooh, there's just been a big slide in here.
Uh-huh.
This looks like
Oh, look
slide.
at that root mass. It's gigantic.
Little chipmunk down there. Yeah, this whole thing has slid at some point.
The last of the Columbine.
And out there is Diamond Peak.
Oh yeah, these are beautiful. Farewell to spring, hello hot summer. Clarkia amowina, aptly named Farewell to Spring or Herald of Summer, thrives in dry heat and open slopes. It is a prolific seed producer, and native tribes have gathered and ground them into an edible meal.
Alpine Trail number 3450, Road 1911, 1 mile, that's where we came from. Buckhead Shelter 2 miles ahead, according to the sign. We're not going there. But there's Tire Mountain Trail 3485. That's our choice. Ocean spray is also known as ironwood or arrowwood. Native people harden the straight branches in fire and use them widely for arrows, fishing spears, digging sticks, roasting tongs, and hoops for both drums and baby cradles.
Acer macrophyllum, bigleaf maple, is one of the stars of the old-growth forest. Here, at about 4,000 feet, we are near the upper end of its range, appreciating how its yellow-green shades contrast the blue-green shades of the conifers. It's a tree we see often on our hikes, and also in Portland, where mature individuals grace the summit of Mount Tabor, and in the spring put forth generous clustered flowers which attract insects and migrating warblers. But there is much more to these trees. They've been around in Oregon for 33 million years, helping to colonize the flood basalt landscape of eastern Oregon, along with oak, beech, elm, metasequoia, rhinos, and camels. They host a universe of mosses who nab moisture from the tree's drip water, including nutrients from nitrogen-fixing lichens and the waste products of insects and mites that graze in the canopy. The tree takes its share of goodies from this micro-world of nourishment by extending small roots among the mosses. Big leaf maples can spread and grow from cuttings and stumps and also produce a bounty of fruits known as winged samara, which spin as they fall and are gathered into winds which carry them far from the mother tree. Oregon manroot is a curious species of wild cucumber, bitter, inedible, and downright poisonous. It is able to thrive and produce gourds in the heat of summer due to its massive taproot that can be as heavy and large as a man. These plants can survive for a long time, upwards of 100 years, producing vines which clamber over the ground into bushes and trees. Perhaps they help stabilize the dry slopes and provide shade for insects and small mammals.
The old Cascades are composed of volcanic rocks as old as 45 million years. They are deeply eroded, and bedrock is close to or on the surface. Rainfall in this region tends to run off rather than be absorbed, producing a landscape characterized by rocky dry slopes where wildflowers sprout, flower, produce seed, and then become dormant in the heat and arid soils of summer.
Farewell, farewell to spring. Now hot summer comes.
It's a nice breeze up here, though.
Yes.
Enjoying that. Back down to the trail off this pinnacle here.
And lots of green forest to walk through. That's the place I'd come back. How about you?
I never go back, remember? Yeah, I would. Real nice trail.